Strength, character, courage. These are the qualities we worship in our sports heroes. 14-year-old Jonathan Pitra from Russell, Ontario, desperately wanted to be one of those athletes. Sports are his passion. He dreams of them, but he never had the chance. Jonathan was born with a rare skin condition, known to be the worst condition you've never heard of. And as you will see, his strength, character, and courage are beyond anything we see in sports. His story contains imagery that is tough to watch, but both Jonathan and TSN felt it was important to show. This is the story of the butterfly child.
When you dream, what do you dream about?
I've been playing sports the whole day. And I would not stop. And I'd be the most fit person in the world.
Do you dream about having one day that's pain-free?
I dreamed of it. Even when I'm sleeping, I still feel that pain. The pain is like somewhere inside my head that I can always know it's there. It's always pushing me to my limits, and it's always pushing me past my limits.
People with your condition, they call them butterfly children. Why do they say that?
They call us butterfly children because our skin is as fragile as a butterfly's wings. As much as a butterfly is pretty yet gentle, we have the heart of warriors. We are very much stronger than we appear.
Jonathan Pitra was born with Epidermolysis Bullosa, or EB for short. It is one of the most rare and painful genetic conditions known to modern medicine.
If you imagine the skin layers as being bricks of a wall, the bricks are held together by mortar or glue. Patients that are affected with this condition have a defect in the way they make proteins that make up the mortar or the glue. As a result, the wall is very shaky. So in other words, the skin is extremely fragile to minimal trauma.
Any friction causes blisters on Jonathan's body. Eating causes blisters inside his throat. It's an existence 14-year-old Jonathan has known his entire life.
Our little pleasures of life, he doesn't have that. He can't join into the gym. He can't play any sports.
Has he always loved sports?
He has. He's just getting more and more addicted to them. He says it's in his DNA.
There was always something about hockey that intrigued me, and just the physical aspect of the game.
The Senators are your favorite?
Local team, you gotta go for them.
What position did you see yourself playing?
Center. I've always been not the scoring type like Ovechkin. I'm more of a Crosby type. I see the ice well.
When he was younger, Jonathan tried playing ball hockey, and in recent years has attempted sledge hockey.
Hey, he's moving. Hey, good job, bud.
But the recovery from each sport became too much to handle.
Did it drive you crazy that you couldn't play?
Oh, it kept me awake at night. Jeez, like for the longest time. I dreamed of it. Some mornings I woke up and I was playing the game and scoring and stuff. And when I woke up, I was like, oh, can I go back to sleep, like skip school today?
To help manage his condition and prevent infection, Jonathan and Tina must go through the most excruciating process of Jonathan's day, his bath.
1, 2, 3, up.
Once he's fully soaked, the two carefully remove all the bandages from Jonathan's body. It's an incredibly delicate process.
It's always that battle between pain and not. What?
Nothing, I just want you to keep taking your dressing off. Is there more skin on your hand? Yeah. I saw it, Johnny. You didn't have to show me. I know, I saw that too.
So then, it really hurts for her, obviously.
The bath is just the first part of the process. The second part involves putting a new set of dressings on his body. In total, the bath and dressing can take over 3 hours, and Jonathan and Tina must do it every other day.
Probably the biggest challenge, being so helpless in front of your kid and having to do dressings, and I mean, you're the one who's hurting him. I've had Jonathan begging me to stop, and I can't.
This is not an easy process. It's one thing to hear about it, but it's another to see it. It's a lot different than what you think. You just see how, we work as a team to do what has to be done, really.
Ta-da! We are finished.
Woo! Can I go to bed?
There you go. I'm done.
Where do you get the strength to get up every morning knowing what you're going to have to go through?
That strength comes from the people around me, because they do believe in me that I can get through it.
For years, Jonathan believed he was the only one going through the pain. Until 2012, when he was invited to an EB conference in Toronto. It was a conference that changed his life.
I had never met anyone with my condition. I had never, had any explanation. I had never known there was anyone else.
How did you feel when you saw the other kids that had it?
I knew that I wasn't alone anymore. I knew since then that I was going to become, an ambassador. I wanted to start helping other people with EB.
In October of 2014, Jonathan put his story out to the world. With the help of the Ottawa Citizen, Jonathan courageously revealed his wounds to the masses. The article went viral throughout Ottawa and landed on a special team's doorstep.
I read it, and it was so moving that I brought the article in, and we talked about what we could do to help in any way we could.
November 20th, 2014. The Ottawa Senators invite Jonathan to a game and make him a scout for the day. He signs a pro contract from GM Brian Murray and takes questions from the media.
Is there any one particular area of the Senators you're going to be focusing in on tonight, or is it the whole team that you're going to watch?
A team isn't just made of one player, it's all of them, so I'll be watching the whole team.
The Ottawa Senators are proud to welcome their newest professional scout to the organization, Jonathan Pitt. Jonathan, welcome to the organization.
had the privilege of, sitting down with him for the whole game.
Who do we want not shooting the puck?
Shane Webster.
Exactly. Good call. No, that's not good. You called it too.
He was just like anyone else. He was one of our scouts. He was Jonathan, the guy that I talked hockey with, and then he was after the game. He was Jonathan, like many of our scouts who talked to players.
Congratulations, you won our nose as a scout. Pretty good.
Thank you.
100%.
Yeah, you guys played good. A few turnovers, so we got the W. That's
right.
He's got that personality. He's got that life to him that not a lot of kids have.
I was wanting to know if you really did want to play here, like if you're playing here, because you want to or not just because you're paying you.
If I want to be here, yeah, I want to be here. I like it here.
And after the 5 years, what do you think?
I'll hopefully stay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Just talking to him, he's a smart kid. Because he's a little bit different and he has a disease and you can't touch him, it doesn't mean that he's any different from anybody else. He's a great kid. I have a lot of respect for a young man like him.
Since his day with the Senators, Jonathan has helped raise over $100,000 for EB awareness. There is no cure for epidermolysis bullosa. Most butterfly children don't make it to the age of 30. It's a reality 14-year-old Jonathan deals with head on.
Have you thought a lot about the future?
Definitely. EB's a cruel thing. And yes, I've thought about it for sure. Like, how can't you? You know it's a reality. But I think I just pushed that aside. I'm here, and I'm gonna go step by step, day by day, and you never know what the future holds. I may live to 100. We can't know. But I'm not gonna stop anytime soon. I'm gonna keep going.